Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. How am I feeling today? Like crap. Literally. Take the meds, drink tea, the pain's still there. I'm smiling because I've done my crying this morning. I'm on my way to work, running late. I've messaged the team to let them know I'm on my way in, but I'm just not feeling well, so I'm running late. Obviously, I don't want to trigger anything. Traffic is backed all the way up as well, so that's going to add more time. Not good. Anyway, went to sleep last night. Woke up this morning minutes to 7. I didn't even hear my alarms because I'm so tired and I'm in so much pain. Did what I needed to do in the morning. You lot have seen bits of my morning routine across various videos, so you know my morning routine is very much hands-on. I ate something this morning. I had some avocado on bread with a cup of tea, and you know, yeah, I've got to go work now for 5 hours. I've got some crackers in my bag. I've also got a flask with some hot water so I could have some tea throughout, you know, to make sure that I'm not leaving gaps where I'm eating. I feel like if this pain doesn't go, which I feel like it's not going, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital because it could be something that I'm thinking it's gas, and it could be something serious. I don't want it to be something serious, but I've done everything that I can to kind of get rid of this pain. Right now my hand's in the middle of my stomach where it's hurting, just below my breastbone there, so a few inches up from my navel. I'm pressing it just to kind of keep the pressure off, you know, so I'm applying pressure to keep the pressure off. I feel like crap. I did lose my crap on Kaylan this morning because children will try you. I'm that mom. I am very much communicative. I very much believe in communicating with my child, letting my child know where I'm at, how I feel, all that kind of good stuff. I'm very in tune with that. I said to Kaylan, I'm not feeling well. He's been hearing me say I'm not feeling well for the past couple of days. He's been seeing me in bed, in agony, crying, tears out of my eyes, everything. And this morning, I don't know what happened to Kaylan when we're going out the house. Kaylan's there, right? He washes his face, everything, creams his face. You know how children are if you're a mom. Even if you're not a mom, you're an aunt, your friends got children, you know how they are. You tell them to do something, they don't do it properly. So I always make sure I go over it. Cream your face, all that stuff. Kaylan would cream his face, but cream like maybe the center and the sides of his face looks like he's just rolled out of bed, right? It's just what it is. Anyway, now, I've gone to the door to go and get myself ready. Mind you guys, I'm in excruciating pain, yeah? I can't bend. Right now, I'm sitting in the car in this position. I'm trying not to do too much because the pain is unbearable. Do you understand? It's unbearable. So I'm saying to Caitlin, look at your face in the mirror. There's a mirror there. Look. He looked. Right? I went. I ignored it and I went because I'm like, you know what? You're trying me today. And this is not just about the creaming face. There's just things he was doing and it was just triggering me. And I'm like, stop. You know, stop. And it's like, you're not understanding and respecting me saying, stop. You know, stop. And I'm a person, yeah? I go from 0 to 100. There's no in between. And I'm not saying this to brag. That is just the person I am. I go from 0 to 100. There is no in between. And I always say to people, do not provoke me. I don't provoke people. If we're running banter, we're running banter. If somebody says stop, I stop. You know what I mean? And I only run banter with people who I know could take the banter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, I'm telling you to stop and whatnot. Your face is there dirty. Now, I went for the wipe. I wiped his face. Right? Mine, you know. We're looking at 8:30 now, you know. Remember, he's supposed to already be at the school. I'm supposed to be already be on my way to work. Right? Okay. I went for the cream, and I'm holding the cream so he could hold his hand out. And he's looking at me with a smirk on his face, like I'm playing. And I'm like, in the back of my head, I'm like, you know what? You're going to F about and find out. You're really going to F about and find out. That's what I'm saying in my head. He's there. So I'm seeing, you know, if he's going to eventually hold out his hand. No. So I had to yell. I'm like, open your hand. You play too much. And some words were said, some things were said to him, you know, and he started crying because you're provoking my spirit. The Bible says, parents, don't provoke your children. In any same breath, children, don't provoke your parents. And this is not no toxic parenting and justifying. I don't have nothing to justify. I'm the adult. I said to you, stop. You adhere to what I say. You respect what I say, and you stop. Okay? Some of us, we're raising children who don't know how to respect boundaries and to respect other people's requests. And then when your child grow up and go out in the world and people lick them down, aka batter them up because they're provocative, then you want to sit down and cry because you never start teaching these things in your house. He's crying now and whatever. I just looked at him, right? I looked at him. The neighbors, everybody in the building probably heard my mouth because I'm telling you calmly, stop. Guys, there's more to it, but I'm not going to go into every single timestamp and details. And you're just doing it, expecting a response. So obviously now my response, like I said, I go from 0 to 1. Kaylan knows me. I've sat with Kaylan. I've sat with my son. And I say to him, son, I say, Kaylan, mommy loves you. I've sat with Kaylan countless times. And I say, when I said to stop, when I say don't do something, please, if you have to ask a question as to why, if you don't see what was wrong with what you're doing, ask why, I'll explain it to you, right? But when I tell you to stop, please respect my wishes and stop, because you know that I go from 0 to 100. I've said it. I've explained it to him. Kaylan's going to be 8, right? Kaylan's smarter than people in his age group. He's very intellectual. He's very smart, right? He understands as well. He's got very good comprehension skills. Anyway, he's there. So like I said, I've just gone off now because I'm in pain. I can't do anything. And I'm not taking my pain out on him. Let me just say that. I'm in pain. I can't lean forward. I could barely stretch my hand. Getting dressed has taken me probably 20 minutes, where it usually takes me 5. Everything's just long. I've bathed. I've done what I need to do. And I'm like, time watching, because I already know it's going to be a long morning. And I already see that he's provoking me. And I'm like ignoring it. But you could only ignore so much. So back to what I said, I've lost it. I just went off because I'm like, yo, do you see anybody in this house helping me besides me? I said, I am sick. I still have to get up, make you breakfast, make you lunch, make you dinner. Do what I need to do as a mom. And I said, I don't want you to get it misconstrued. I didn't use the word misconstrued. I used the word that he could understand, but I'm speaking to adults now. So I don't want you to get it misconstrued, right? But I'm doing everything by myself, and I'm not perfect, but I'm trying my best. I don't feel good. I said, do you want me to die in this house? And he's looking at me like, you know, do you want me to die in this house? Because at this point now, you're just pushing my buttons. You're pushing me. And don't tell me about no gentle parenting. I am not a gentle parent. Okay? And as they say, gentle parenting is for gentle kids. Right? Kaylan is the sweetest boy. He is a sweet child. And I'm not just saying it because he's my child. But Kaylan has things about him that he needs to work on. And I feel as parents, if we start nipping these things in the bud from early, our children would grow up to be very good, communicative and respectful adults. When you ignore it and go, oh, he's just a child, they grow up and they become assholes. Do you hear what I said? You don't have to agree with me. This is my channel. This is my platform. And I'm documenting my journey. And I'm saying how I feel. So I looked at him and I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes you do bring out the worst in me. And I said, is that your intentions, Kaylan? Why do you do it? Do you want me to shout at you? I said, I don't shout at you. I've not shouted at this boy for a long time, especially in the mornings, right? Remember, being firm and shouting is two different things, okay? Educate yourself, right? Being firm and shouting are two different things. I have not shouted at Kaylan for a while. Now, have I been assertive? Have I been firm? Yes, because you're not listening. And imagine if you're making me talk, imagine what you're doing at school to the teachers when the teachers have to complain to me. Every single day when I go to pick you up, there's some palaver. You know, you're not listening. You think that you're above everything and everyone. No, you're a child and you should stay in a child's place. Now, maybe I should put my hand up. He's the only child in my house. And he's very much involved in a sense, not contributing, but involved because he's there. He lives with me when I'm having adult conversations. So he might be hearing things that he shouldn't be hearing. But what am I going to do? Am I going to go outside to speak to someone on the phone because I've got a child? No, I'm not going to do that, right? Obviously, the conversations try to keep it as respectful as possible, obviously, you know. But sometimes conversations are going to be had that he should not hear. And that's just what it is. Now, I grew up, I was a child. I wasn't born into the world as an adult. I was a child first, yeah? So when I heard my parents saying things, I knew not to repeat what I heard. You know what I'm saying? I knew that. Anyway, the long and short of it is, children are very provocative. He's gone to school now, probably a little bit upset. And I said to him, if you hurt anybody or you upset your teacher and be mean to your teacher, I'm going to deal with you. I said that to him because I'm not playing any games. Okay, I'm saying this to say, make sure you discipline your kids. Sometimes we're the only parent in the house, the only adult, and children get exposed to things that they shouldn't even be exposed to, right? But at the end of the day, set boundaries and stand your ground, because your children or your child will walk all over you because they feel that they're grown, they're high and mighty, and that what you're saying does not hold any weight. All right, I hope that this video touches someone. I don't know in what way, but the frustration of a lone parent, of a single parent, it's a real thing. All right, I'm going to get myself situated and head into these people's job. Bye.